What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Hope you are doing well. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you are new. And also hype the video if you can. Listen, man, I had to get into this, man. I was going to delay this until tomorrow. But, boy, we need to react to this situation because this is absolutely insane, man. Racism, apparently. I should use the word allege because we still don't know the bottom of this. But it does look a guilty Prestianni. You know, the Argentinian from Benfica, has he called Vinicius Jr. a monkey? Now, in the word of Spanish, it's mono. And listen, I'm going to play you this. I'm going to show you this picture, right? This is Prestianni. Before I tell you what he's doing here, why are you covering your mouth? Why are you covering your mouth? Already, that is guilty conscience. This is already a man who is guilty because you are basically, you don't want to say what you want to say to him. You know what I mean? You want to cover it so then the TVs don't show. Obviously, you're not found guilty of it, but it is absolutely sickening. You know what I mean? The fact that someone has to do that and be a coward, basically. You are a coward. If you have said this here and you have covered your mouth here, you are a coward. Absolute coward. But the background to this before it happened, right, is that Vinicius Jr. scores an absolute wonder goal. And I mean absolute wonder goal. It's a brilliant goal. He celebrates on the touchline. And yeah, cool, is it over the top? But I don't care. Vinicius Jr. has the right to celebrate how he wants. I'm sick of this, bro. I'm sick of the fact, yeah, that we have to talk about in 2026 that Vinicius Jr. is not allowed to celebrate in the way that he wants to. I mean, he's from Brazil, for goodness sake, bro. These guys live and breathe dancing, the samba style. Come on, bro. You're taking away someone's personality. Not only are you making footballers robotic, but you're taking away something that we all love, enjoyment. You know what I mean? Fun. We want to see these players express their personality. And I don't care. He's gone to the touchline and he's celebrating the way he is. If it taunts the Benfica fans, sorry, boo-hoo. You're there as a football match. It's scored a wonder goal. You've been whistling his name for how long, bro? Deal with it. Accept it. When is this idea that footballers become this... We're obsessed with this idea of you can't celebrate in front of us. Show some class. Show some dignity. No. Celebrate when I want to celebrate. As long as you're not being racist, you're not doing anything that is causing harm to anyone. Bro, celebrate the way you want to celebrate. That's one thing I want to make that clear for all the people in the back here. So, as a result, the Benfica players are not happy. Otamendi comes over, a lot of the players come over and they say, right, what are you doing? This is what you do all the time. You're taunting the fans and you do this all the time. You're basically playing the victim, really. And then later on you complain why people are not, why basically. It's basically an excuse here, justification, should I say, for racist abuse. And I hate that in football. The fact that you are dancing, does that mean that fans should be racist? Does that mean that fans are justified to say what they want to say and start doing what they want to do? And again, I'm not saying that Benfica fans said that, but I'm saying in general, when you are getting taunted and whatnot, it's part of football. End of the day, Vinicius Jr. walks away. Referee says, don't celebrate over there. Again, I get it. He's trying to protect the individual, but also trying to protect the whole ground and what could happen after. I understand that. But let's not stop policing how players should feel and how they should be in a certain particular situation. But anyway, let's move on. So this situation happens, right? It occurs after, and it shows Prestianni basically talking to Vinicius. And he, by the way, there's a bit of a back and forth, by the way, for about a good couple of minutes. Prestianni gets his, like I said to you there, he puts his shirt, covers his shirt, covers his mouth, and basically says what he says. Vinicius Jr. instantly goes to the referee. Not only does he start off the pitch, this is the action after that, but he goes up to the referee and basically says, right, he said something. He said something. Listen, he said something. I want the game called off. I'm not playing. He walks off. He clearly is visibly upset. I'm sorry, man. You don't just go to referee and start allegedly saying that, yo, this has happened. You don't do that. People can say, oh, yeah, but the boy who cried wolf, blah, blah, blah. Listen, forget all of that nonsense, mate. Vinicius Jr. in this moment here, I'm sorry, this is damning, bro, in the world football that we are seeing an Argentinian, and I get it. Listen, I'm not painting a lot of Argentinians up to be racist, but there are many, many situations where we have seen this situation before. Notably at the World Cup between France and Argentina. there's been so many occasions here which I don't want to get into because I don't want to cause a wider subject and a wider talking point. I want to stick to the task in hand. I want to stick about what's going on right now. But there are situations that has been there for, and you can now say to yourself, well, now I get it, or well, now I understand where this has come from, because there have been numerous situations of this happening before. But Prestianni, for me, is guilty. I'm sorry. Tonight, if I was part of a jury and I was told, yo, is he guilty or is he not guilty? I'm putting him down as guilty, because not only are you covering your face, but the aftermath of it sounded like, to me, a guy that was almost like resigned to, like, shit, I've done something bad here. I've called someone a racist term in terms of calling someone a monkey. And that, for me, is absolutely disgusting. And this is the problem now. We're never going to find out. This is a sad reality of it. We're never going to find out. We are never going to find out. Only he will know. Only he will know. I'm sorry. Only he will know, Prestianni, Vinicius Jr. Even, to be fair, Kylian Mbappe, Tchouaméni, they've all come out now and spoken as well. And they've said that he shouldn't be playing ever again. But only we'll never find out. And that's the saddest thing about football, about racism in football, is that sometimes it doesn't get noticed. It doesn't get tackled, it doesn't get investigated, it doesn't get all of this situation. Because why? Because we as a governing body, FIFA, UEFA, we don't tackle racism with a strong implication, strong sanctioning. We don't do that. And that's the problem. We don't walk off the pitch. Fair play to situations where happen in AFCON, and again, it's not racism, but when it's injustice, when you feel like you're not getting what you want and you strongly believe this is against the fairness of the game, yeah, should walk off. And why Benfica fans were saying no, why the Benfica players were going around Vinicius Jr. saying, get back on the pitch, you cry, baby. It's absolutely disgusting. You know what I mean? Then you've got flipping, 38-year-old Otamendi showing his World Cup badge. I mean, what the flip? What are we doing? What's his point scoring? But what I don't get as well, though, is the aftermath. I mean, first and foremost, Arbeloa has said, go ask Prestianni what he said. It's unacceptable. We cannot accept these things. Ask Prestianni. Again, we'll never know. This is the one that very much horrifies me. I told Vinicius Jr. the celebration had to be different. This is a club that Eusebio as a legend, a black player. Benfica is not a racist club. This right here, I'm actually flabbergasted. I swear down, bro. I hate this. Oh, but I've got a black friend, so I'm not a racist. Brother, Mourinho, are you dumb, bro? Oh, but because Eusebio is a legend, does that mean that Benfica fans can't be racist? Does that mean that Benfica players can't be racist because a legend of a football club was a black player? What the flip are we doing here? Seriously, what on earth is Jose Mourinho waffling at? And then he goes even one further. What does he say here? He says, I need to go get the comment of Mourinho. Seriously. He goes here and says, when it happens in so many stadiums, always the same. There's something wrong. I told Vini, you scored a wonder goal. Why did you celebrate like that? Why can't you celebrate with a goal with just happiness of being a great player? No! Stop! Again, stop justifying what has happened and talk about what's happened rather than the action beforehand. I'm sorry. Why are we talking about celebration? Why are we not focusing on what has happened? You should be saying, we stand with Vinicius Jr., we stand against racism, and if found guilty, we will do our research, we'll do our analysis, we'll do our post-mortem, we'll do everything that we can, we'll do our internal investigation, and we will find out what has happened. But this is sickening. This is Mourinho. You're a legend. But I'm sorry today, I'm disappointed with you. I'm disappointed with you, Mourinho. I'm disappointed with you. This is Kylian Mbappe. He said here, Gianluca Prestianni should never play in the Champions League again. He said here, eres un racista. Eres un racista. This is what he's saying here. Strong words from Kylian Mbappe. Vinicius Jr. here comes out with a statement that says, racists are above all cowards. They need to put their shirts in their mouths to show how weak they are, but they have the protection of others who theoretically have an obligation to punish them. Nothing that will today is new in my life or my teammates' life. I received a yellow for celebrating a goal. I still don't understand why. On the other hand, it was just a poorly executed protocol that served no purpose. I don't like to appear in situations like this. Especially after a big win and when the headlines should be about Real Madrid, but it's not. but it's necessary. Oh, it's crazy. The fact that we are talking about this is mad, bro. And obviously, Mbappe's coming out in space and saying, Prestianni clearly called Vinicius Jr. a monkey. It happened 5 times. Wow. I saw that. UEFA have the best cameras. Now we wait. This is not acceptable. It's not my kind of human being. Wow. He said 5 times. Wow. This is unbelievable, people. Unbelievable. Crazy, man. And again, like I said to you, man, I don't know what happens now. Whether he gets charged or not, chat, I don't know. Absolutely don't know. This is the problem that we have right now. We don't know what's going to happen with him. We don't know what the solution is going to be. And yeah, this is where he was stuck. Look at Mbappe there. Look at Mbappe there. He knows clearly. Look at it. He's calling him there. He knows. And look at him. He feels guilty. Like, again, he's just trying to shrug it off. Absolute coward, mate. What an absolute coward. Big up Aaron here as well. He said there's way too much previous with Argentinian players for me not to believe Prestianni called Vini a monkey. Also, it's very coincidental that the moment he covers his mouth with his shirt so people couldn't lip read, Prestianni is not stupid. He knows exactly what he's doing and look guilty as fuck after it, man. Listen, man, we stand with Vinicius Jr. We stand with anyone that receives racist abuse, racist, or dehumanizing behavior towards another player of a different skin color. It's absolutely shocking, man. And in 2026, we are seeing racism in football, man. It's sad. It is awful, and it has to end, man. But these kind of situations here, UEFA now must act. They must act now. But will they? Will they be cowards? Will they hide behind whatever they're on? I don't know. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And there we go. We're out. Peace.